Dear children, welcome back to our next session of e-learning class. In today's class, the Indian Physiographic Division Part 2, we will be learning the topics are the Northern Great Plains, the Peninsular Plateau, the Coastal Plains and Islands of India. The great northern plains of North India are formed due to the depositional work of three major river systems, namely the Indus, the Ganga and the Brahmaputra. The plain accounts for 2,400 kilometers of length.
Dear children, now let us learn the importance of the Great Plains. It is very suitable for irrigation and agriculture as it has perennial rivers and vast fertile alluvial soil. Its level land supports for transport and means of communication. They are useful for industrialization, urbanization and trade.
A plateau is a raised stretch of land that is flat at the top. It resembles a tabletop, hence it is also called as tableland. The southern plateau are located to the south of northern plains. It is triangular in shape. The distance is north to south 1,600 km and east to west 1,400 kilometers. The southern plateaus is surrounded by hills. On the northwest side, the Aravalli Hills, and the northeast side, Rajmahal Hills, on the east side, Eastern Ghats, and in the west side, Western Ghats. The river Narmada divides the entire plateau region into two parts. The central islands in north side and the Deccan Plateau in the south side. And dear children, the central island are further divided into two parts. And the first one is the Malwa Plains and the second one is the Chota Nagpur Plate. Dear children, as you can see in the picture, the Malwa Plate located between the Aravalli Hills and the Vindhya Hills. Dear children, as we move further, the Chota Nagpur Plate, it is located in northeast. This area is rich in mineral resources like coal, iron, manganese, mica and bauxite. Children, next let us learn about the Deccan Plateaus covers large part of southern plateau. Northwest has a black soil which is good for sugarcane and cotton. Hey children, the Deccan Plateau rivers fall in Bay of Bengal are the Mahanadi, the Godavari, you can see it, the Krishna and as well as, you are right children, the Kaveri.
The importance of the peninsular plate are it is rich in mineral, thick forests and biodiversity. It has influence on southwest monsoon. It is covered with black soil which is useful for agriculture. The Western Ghats are the birthplace of many rivers which are useful for the generation of hydroelectricity. Dear children, let us learn our next topic, the coastal plains of India. The narrow coastal strip between the edges of the peninsular plate and the coastal lines of India running for a distance of about 6,000 kilometers from Rana of Kutch in the west to Ganga and Brahmaputra Delta in the east is called as coastal plains. The two coastal plains meet each other at Kanyakumari. The importance of the coastal plains. It provides some natural harbors which helps in carrying on foreign trade. It is useful for fishing, agriculture and production of salt. The backwater are useful for navigation.
Now let us learn about the islands of India. The Indian territory includes a large number of islands, among which the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The Andaman Nicobar Islands are located in the Bay of Bengal. These islands are composed of 265 big and small islands covering, and the Lakshadweep island located in the Arabian Sea are basically coral islands. They are a group of 25 islands scattered about 500 kilometers.
And my dear children, I hope that you have been understood the lesson. Let us meet in our next chapter with the next video. Thank you.